for my VSG surgery with Dr. Hidalgo. Stay tuned and I will share my journey with you. We are on the plane headed to Puerto Vallarta. I am so excited. Here's my hubby Jason. Say hey.
Hey.
Jason's going to be kind of taking over the camera some this next couple days so we can get recorded everything that's going on. Look at this. Last time I rode the plane in June, it was all the way out like this and it still didn't fit. I've lost a lot on my belly already. I'm so ready to go to Puerto Vallarta and take this next step. There's a little cafe. And this is the lobby, everybody. Just got here, signed in downstairs. It's a beautiful place, y'all. Everything is spotless. They could speak English well enough. They want me, the first thing I have to do is take a shower with antibacterial soap. So wash my whole body with that and then put my gown on. I'm in my gown, got my IV in, which actually doesn't feel so good. It's kind of crooked and, but it's working. So I guess I'm just waiting to see the anesthesia and the doctor. My mouth is so dry. Hadn't had anything since 9 p.m. last night, and it is, what time is it? It's 3:30 in the afternoon, so pretty parched. I'm not hungry at all. You would think I would be early. I haven't had anything to eat in 3 days other than some bone broth and nothing at all since 9 p.m. last night, but I'm not hungry, but I'm so thirsty. Ready to get this show on the road. This is the room. That's the door. Couch, bed, bathroom and big stand-up shower. And then, let's see. I don't know if y'all can see in this picture or not, but that is the ocean over there, that blue. Yep, that is ocean water. So not a bad view. It's almost time for surgery. I just met the doctor, but we're going to be rolling down to the surgery here in just a minute. I'll check in with y'all when I'm on the other side.
Bye. Have fun.
Yeah.
Off to surgery. Hey, back in the room from surgery. Took about, right about 2 hours. Dr. Hidalgo found a hernia that we thought she might have, and he fixed that for us as well. So everything went well. She's back in the room.
And they used an epidural, so I'm completely numb. I can't move my legs, but they're using that for pain control too, so I'm in zero pain, which is awesome. That went well.
I believe we're real.
Alright, try again. It's day 2, y'all. It has been freaking rough. I really expected it to be a lot easier. Really hard night. I'm having a lot of the gas pain, the trapped gas, and I've had laparoscopic procedures before and never. Oh, I guess before I keep talking, y'all. Look at the view behind me. It's unbelievable. It's so nice and hot and warm and gorgeous. Anyways, trying to do a lot of walking to release this gas, but I have to say, y'all, they have been on top of helping. They've given me so much pain medicine, and they don't want me to be in pain, and they're being very, very helpful and very attentive. So the pain...
Even though they don't speak English at all?
Yeah, they don't speak much English. That's been pretty hard. I only had 2 nurses. That was just immediately yesterday that spoke English. Since then, everybody's been all Spanish. So that's been a little bit of an issue because I just don't understand them. But it's working out, and I'm just hoping that I can walk off this pain because, oh, excuse me, it is no fun, but gorgeous. Alright, I'll check in soon. Y'all, it is Monday. My surgery was on Friday. It is Monday morning now. We got to the condo last evening. So I did not talk to y'all on day 3 at all. Was just feeling kind of rough and walking and trying to get used to drinking water. Anyways, I'm going to turn you around and show you my view here, and then we will chat. Look at that, y'all. Oh my goodness, y'all. It's so beautiful here. If you have to have surgery in Mexico, Puerto Vallarta is the place to be. The hospital was stellar. It was beautiful. It was so clean. Everybody was super attentive. The nurses, there's like more than one nurse per patient basically. So as soon as you need something, they are completely on top of it. I definitely struggled with pain the first 24 hours. I think I told y'all that. But they were on top of it, giving me all the pain medicine that they could and helping me. And I definitely learned that walk is really what is important. If you're hurting after surgery, the majority of that pain is gas pain, and the only thing that really gets rid of it is walking. I walked and I walked and I walked. I walked so much, and I know that's what helped with my recovery. So yesterday I had my leak test in the morning, and it was the only thing that was a little unnerving. The doctor, the radiologist, or the radiology tech that did it, did not speak English at all, and he was trying to tell me what to do, but in a really brusque, really rude manner. And he was telling me to drink this drink fast, and I hadn't had anything yet, and I thought we were only supposed to do sips. So I was really freaked out. But I did what he said, and it was disgusting, but it worked. No leaks. So I went back to the room, and that stuff went right through me. I had diarrhea all afternoon that day, so I don't know if that would happen to you with the fluoroscopy fluid, but did not like that. Basically, I just worked on ice, lots of ice, and it really was sitting not great. Like every time it went down, it felt like real gurgly, and I felt like I needed to get up and walk to make it process through. So part of me walking yesterday was just trying to get everything that I was intaking to go down. So we also have had a driver that picked us up from the airport, picked us up from the hospital, took us to the pharmacy, helped us speak Spanish to the pharmacy to get all the drugs and stuff that we needed. They brought us straight to the condo. They have been amazing. If you come out this direction, use them. So the ride from the hospital, I was at the CMQ Riviera, which is a little farther out, and so it was like a 20-minute ride to our condo, and the streets here are pretty bouncy, so that was pretty uncomfortable. My pain was pretty uncomfortable by the time I got back, but it wasn't like something I couldn't handle. So we got here and I basically crashed. I slept all night. I slept really well. This morning I got up looking at this beautiful view and drinking some Powerade Zero and drinking some water. I'm getting ready to try some broth now. Things are going down really well. Just having to do very small sips at a time, but it's going really well. Like, I'm really happy with it. So that's kind of the update on what's going on at this point, and we're gonna go explore, do some walking on the beach and stuff like that here in a bit, because I know I need to get some walking in.
I just wanted to talk about a few things that I'm drinking and how they're going down. Originally at the hospital, I was getting shaved ice and just having little bits of ice, and it didn't seem like it was sitting all that well, but I felt like that was the best choice at first. As a nurse, I like that very cold things in the beginning are helpful in your stomach, because your stomach is going to be a little swollen from surgery. So eating ice and things that are very cold literally helps with that swelling. So that's what I stuck to for the first 24 hours of my fluids. And then I have started a couple other things. This is a Powerade Zero, which is not my favorite. The ingredients aren't my favorite, but you know, we got to get in electrolytes at this point. So I've had a little bit of this, and it really went down pretty well, just little sips at a time. But another thing with this is my husband poured some of it into ice cube trays, and we're going to blend it up in the blender, so I'll be able to work on that this afternoon. And this, I have also noticed that with just plain water, it seems like it goes down, it feels a little better today than the ice did yesterday, but it could just be, you know, I'm progressing. But what's in here right now is a Zip Fizz. Y'all know I love my Zip Fizz, and they do have a tiny bit of carbonation when you first pour it in. So I literally let this sit for over an hour to make sure there was no little bubbles or anything. And I like how this tastes, and it goes down really well. I'm thinking this may be what I stick to for the most part, and add in some protein, some unflavored protein powder to it, possibly even. And then for the first time just now, I'm trying this bone broth, which is one of my favorites. It has 10 grams of protein. We heated it up in this cup, and it is not sitting super well. I'm getting a little bit of it down, but it feels like it's sticking, and I'm having that gargling sensation. So I think I'm going to try and get down a little bit of it, but so far I'm really thinking that the room temperature things are going down a little bit better. So I may even try this again at room temperature, but I just wanted to update you on how that's going.
Y'all, it is day 4 after surgery, and today has been really, really good. Getting in liquids is getting easier and easier. I today have had a bowl of chicken and tomato broth soup. I had a lot of water. I had an entire Zip Fizz. I had a little bit of sugar-free sherbet or sorbet. I think it was a lime, and I've done really well with all of it. Just taking my time. I'm able to swallow pills. Again, I just have to do it in slow sips. Bathroom stuff talk. Sorry, it's coming. I have had a tiny bit of loose diarrhea type stools ever since I did the contrast. I had to come inside. Somebody, my neighbor, was on the deck next to me while I'm talking to y'all about poo. That's embarrassing. All right, I'm gonna finish up inside here. So, what was I saying? Oh, poop, yeah. A lot of people have issues with constipation afterwards. I have not, but I have, like I said, in the hospital a few days ago, I had a good bit of loose stool. Today I've just had a tiny bit. Yesterday I had a tiny bit. So that's the case for me. Also, I'm constantly checking the color of my urine to making sure I'm getting enough fluids in and making sure I am hydrated. It is so important to make sure that you're getting hydrated enough, and you know, it takes a while to get all these fluids in. But I'm happy to report that as of day 4, my urine is a very clear yellow. Very clear yellow. So I'm fully hydrated right now, which makes me so happy. I did go down to the beach and the pool today and just lounge around and read a book and hang out with my husband. I went to lunch just at the bar here right at the Grand Venetian, the condo that we're at, and then I was just wiped out. So I spent the rest of the afternoon hanging out on the porch on the deck, so I still have the ocean view. But anyways, that's what I've been doing, and I am really happy with my progress and how I'm progressing. But I am not ready to go home. I fly tomorrow. I'm still nervous about how I'm gonna feel driving to the airport and then flying, having to sit kind of so upright for hours. But I'm sure I'll be fine, because I really have done really well with this so far, and the pain is completely bearable, and I have some pain medicine that he had given me that I can take tomorrow. So a little nervous about that, but I'm sure it'll be fine. But also, I'm like in freaking paradise, y'all. It's paradise here. Why did I not take a few extra days to rest and relax before I jumped back on a plane? Really, really wish I had decided to stay through the weekend, but it is what it is, and we are headed home tomorrow. Jason just went out to get himself some dinner, and he's gonna bring me back some soup, probably a tortilla soup, and I just strain it through my strainer. I'll show y'all how I do that. It's been working really well. So glad I brought it. Jason just got back. He went to a really cool place for dinner that he said was awesome. He brought me back some soup. This is the strainer I had showed y'all, and I used this to strain my tortilla soup yesterday, and it worked really well, but it is a like teeny tiny holes on this. So it took a while, but it really worked well. But I just found this one in the kitchen here, so I'm gonna use that. This is a cream of chili soup, and I think it's gonna be really good and something a little different. Isn't that pretty? Just a pretty color. And you just kind of have to mess with it.
But I really totally recommend if you come to Mexico for surgery to bring a strainer of some sort, because especially if you're staying in a regular hotel, they're not going to have one for you, but you're going to want some variety. I'm already wanting some variety. So see, it just goes through.
It is the last day here in Puerto Vallarta. Let me show you. It is raining, raining, raining. So it makes it a little easier to leave paradise since it's really raining. But I did not sleep well last night. My hiatal hernia area is really, really bothering me today. So putting a bra on over it was not awesome. But you know, life goes on. It's travel day. We're gonna get home and then just continue healing and getting better and better and better. I'm still so very thankful that I did this, and it's really going well.
Okay, this is the lobby at the other hospital. I had to go here to get my staples removed right before we headed to the airport. Y'all, I cannot say enough about Puerto Vallarta, Dr. Hidalgo, and this VSG surgery experience. The hospital was amazing. The doctor was amazing. The nurses' care was amazing. The Grand Venetian where we did our Airbnb was amazing. Just look at that sunset, y'all. I highly, highly recommend this. Goodbye, Puerto Vallarta. Goodbye. Hope to see you soon.
So, travel day yesterday was rough. I expected it to be rough. The plane ride wasn't too bad. With my fibromyalgia, I have trouble sitting up straight anyways, and then the extra pressure on your tummy when you're sitting up straight, it was uncomfortable, but that's all. It was uncomfortable. I was not in major pain. But when we got to Atlanta, we literally had to walk for an hour and a half. An hour and a half. No, girl. I couldn't do it. I had to keep sitting and stopping, and I was in major freaking pain by the time we got to the car. I should have had a wheelchair. Sometimes I travel with a wheelchair anyways due to my chronic pain. I don't know why I thought I could be Superwoman. If you have any chronic pain issues, or if you're hurting when you get off the plane, my arm is shaking, sorry. I highly recommend biting the bullet and doing a wheelchair. You're still recovering. I don't know what I was thinking. I am back home. It is day 6 post-op. Tomorrow will be 1 week on Friday. So it is Thursday. We got home like midnight last night. I went immediately to bed, slept really hard, woke up with a killer headache, but it went away, thank the Lord. And today I have kind of been editing and working on my new full-time job, which is getting in enough protein and liquids to stay hydrated. Everybody has a different protein goal based on your size and weight, what your ideal body weight size would be, is what it's based off of. So mine is 70 grams is what he recommended. So for me, that today looks like a cup of coffee. I put decaf coffee with a little bit of nut pod peppermint creamer, a coconut cream based creamer. I put 2 scoops of collagen, which gives me 20 grams of protein. Then I had 2 Isopure 0 carb protein shakes that were 25 grams each. And I've had a Zip Fizz and some water. And that's what it looks like today. I think I might get some wonton soup and just eat the broth maybe later. Anyways, but I'm home and today has gone really well so far. My first day home. I'm tired, but I'm not hurting at all, just tired. My tummy is a tiny bit uncomfortable. I feel super duper bloated, super bloated. My stomach's huge, my feet and my hands are huge, super bloated. I did get on the scale anyways just because I couldn't resist, and I was 230. I was 235 pre-op, so I'm shocked. I really thought I was gonna gain weight the first week or so because of all this bloating. So going in the right direction, yay. I will check in with y'all soon and talk some more about all things pre-op, post-op, Mexico, how everything's going, and tomorrow I'll be doing my first week weigh-in.